What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eyebrow, also known as PT, and I'm back to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 6. Spoiler warning, obviously, for The Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. Spoiler warning. But The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 6 trailer breakdown, as well as the sneak peek breakdown with Beta and Negan. Very, very interesting. And I circled the lantern. If you know this channel, you know what that could possibly mean. But first, guys, please hit that subscribe button. And if you think you're subscribed, please make sure hit the bell to get notifications and help us achieve our goal of 100,000 subscribers. The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 6 may be called Bonds. Carol and Daryl set off on a mission together while Sadiq struggles to solve a mystery is the potential synopsis and title for Season 10, Episode 6. Well, the trailer starts with Carol loading up, putting her knife, grabbing a gun out of the drawer, and where is she going? To the Whisper border. And in the trailer you find out that Daryl and Carol are going to try and take out the Walker Horde. Why would you really go by yourself? Well, I mean, one of two people, I guess not to make too much noise and stay hidden, but Carol's taking her gun. But does she have any bullets for that gun? And as she looks at the drawer, she's like, I don't know, like she's second guessing herself. Or she's like, man, I wish I could have taken out Alpha before. And she really should have. I mean, they had their chance. That was their chance to do it. And if you think about it, Gamma and the Whispers have broke the borderline as well. So why is there any debate here? They should have a plan to go take him out. But either way, Carol and Daryl are making a stealth mission. So Daryl made it back to Alexandria. Him and Sadiq went there at the end of the last episode, and they made it back, which you knew they will, because you know Carol and Daryl are going to be on the show for a long, long time. Hopefully, I know some people think that Carol may be in danger, but I just doubt Carol and Daryl will ever be killed off the show, if not for a long, long time. Carol and Daryl look through the binoculars and they're looking at the Walker Horde. I guess they're at the border or on the Whisperer side, and we only have 3 episodes left this year, 6, 7, and 8. And then probably a 2-month break, and I'm assuming that The Walking Dead will be back for the back half of Season 10 in February. But we see the Walker Horde, or part of it, and it's not that many walkers. It really isn't. I mean, how many walkers would they have left after sending so many to Alexandria and Hilltop? But I guess we're made to believe that they still have a lot of walkers. We see Alpha and Beta coming out of Alpha's den, hive, nest, whatever you want to call that. They come out and they see Negan. I'm guessing Beta took Negan to their camp and told Alpha that we have this person here. But wouldn't Beta just kill Negan? I mean, what's the point to keep him around? I know what's the point for the story from the comic and what's potentially going to happen and how Negan's important, but why would these two keep this guy here and keep him alive? Especially after Negan is going to be so loud and annoying, and Beta's going to hate that because Negan is loud and the Whisperers are supposed to be quiet. That's a clash of titans right here. Negan versus Beta and Negan versus Alpha. It needs to happen. And just look at that face and that smirk. He's like, yeah, you don't know who you're dealing with. I'm the big bad wolf. But it's funny because Alpha's like, test him. Yep, make him walk with us or with you guys around. And that's what you see in the next scene. And I wonder if Negan's ever going to get a Whisperer skin mask. Because remember back in Season 9 when we saw the promo trailer, teaser trailer with a guy walking, and you're like, is that Negan? Well, it's a person walking, but I just thought it was potentially Negan. You see Negan hunched over, then he's walking upright, and he's kind of staggering around, acting the part. But it would be kind of cool if Negan got a Whisperer mask and he kind of looked like this. Because remember in Season 9 in the promo trailer, we were like, is this him? It was a small little teaser trailer, but it could look like Negan, right? I mean, why not? I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we kind of thought that may happen last season, like someone's going to get in the Whisperer camp and blend in and then cause some havoc and some trouble, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the whole dynamic here is Negan versus Beta. Beta is quiet. Negan is not, that's for sure. The clash of titans, and they need to fight, like I said before, and I hope it happens this season at some point. Then we see Carol looking on at probably the Walker Horde at night, and I'm guessing they're going to try to take out some walkers, potentially get captured or caught or some reason. I mean, it's not going to work. And in the trailer over the summer, we saw this. This is not in the trailer. We saw this in the other trailer over the summer at San Diego Comic-Con, and you see they're at the border at night. And it's just Carol and Daryl, and then they cross the border. But What's going to happen with these two? I doubt Daryl and Carol get in danger, right? But Negan's there. So what's going to happen with that whole dynamic? Negan, Daryl, Carol. Will we find out who let Negan out? And which one was it? Daryl, Carol, Aaron, somebody else? Can't wait to find out. But you see Carol looking on. You see Daryl against the tree like, trying to hide because the Walker Horde's getting closer and closer and closer. Why don't we just set a fire? Why don't you just try to do something there? Maybe they will. I don't know. But Daryl is kind of like trying to hide, and the walkers are getting closer to them. I don't know if it's whispers and walkers, but it's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit here. Our heroes are in danger. Daryl and Carol are being surrounded potentially by walkers, and they got to take them out quietly. Bolts and arrows would do that, and knives, but will they get captured or caught? We just don't know. I raised the question. Please answer in the comments below. But Daryl's looking on, he looks behind him, and there's a walker coming right behind him. So it's a dangerous situation. It's not a good thing that these two people went there by themselves, but hopefully they'll have some backup, or they get saved, or they get out of it at least. This is a dangerous mission, but I just see it as not smart. They should have had a group of people setting fires all around the borders and just burning them out. But we'll see what happens. And then you see Eugene at the radio. And if you know the comics, you're like, okay, here we go. Eugene's going to talk to somebody. He's going to find Stephanie. He's going to start the Commonwealth connection. And remember in season 9, episode 16, we had a female voice over the radio. And we don't know who it was. Was it Maggie? Was it Stephanie? Was it Juanita Sanchez? Was it somebody else? We just don't know yet, but we can't wait to find out. So I'm excited. And in the thumbnail, I highlighted the Red Lantern. And it's clearly evident right there. When we saw the Red Lanterns in season 9, it was not good. And it was not good for the people that had a Red Lantern or were around a Red Lantern right there. There were a lot of Pike victims that had Red Lanterns. Go check it out. You can go watch the theory if you want, but it's a valid theory because a lot of those people were around red objects, had red clothing on, and definitely had Red Lanterns. So I doubt Eugene's in danger, but you never know. As for the sneak peek, it's Beta taking Negan back to the Whisperer camp. And Negan is being Negan. He's talking about all these different things, and he's being loud, and you can see a Whisperer is holding Lucille 2.0 or 2 Lucille, whatever you want to call it, the second Lucille. Negan's in the leather jacket. He's blindfolded like it makes a difference, I guess. But either way, they're escorting him back to the Whisperer camp, probably to talk to Alpha. But should they really keep him around? No, Negan is dangerous. We know why he's there, to be the comic story arc going forward, but he's just loud and he's talking and he's hilarious because Negan being Negan needs to happen here, especially with the Whisperers. If Negan takes out the Whisperers, it's great. I don't know if he's going to be able to get fans back to the show after taking out Glenn and Abraham in season 7, episode 1, but it's a start, maybe. I don't know if he's ever going to redeem himself fully with a bunch of people, but either way, he's hilarious talking about smells and are you a guy, are you a girl? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And talking about back to nature and paleo and everything. Well, do you know what that is, paleo? But I guess, it's the world of the zombie apocalypse, so you never know what these characters actually know, even though they don't call them zombies, which is kind of hilarious. But he's smelling around and it's pretty funny. And it's got to be a great dynamic between Beta and Negan, because they are polar opposites. Even though they both wear leather and they're both tough, they need to fight each other. We're going to have a similar dynamic happen from the comics, I would assume. That was comic gold with Negan and Beta, and I feel like it's going to translate very well from the comic to the show. There's going to be remixes. There's going to have different takes on it, especially with Beta's backstory. I mean, I feel like that was Beta singing on the record that Magna was listening to when she was ignoring Yumiko at Hilltop. And so we'll have to see what happens from the show versus the comic. And Beta's like, look, I should just take you out right now, but that ain't gonna happen. We all know that Negan is not going down until he takes some people out first. Negan is important to the show. He's very important to the story arc, so we know he's not going anywhere. I can't wait to see what happens with Negan and Beta and Negan and Alpha. If you know potential spoilers, you know what could be happening with these characters, and I can't wait to find out. But it's very interesting. We finally get Negan and Beta, and it's happening next week. Can't wait. But like I said before, guys, the season 10 episode 6 trailer highlighted Eugene on the radio. They also highlighted that Red Lantern. So I don't think Eugene is in danger, but somebody is. Maybe the person over the radio is not a good person. Maybe it is Stephanie from the Commonwealth. Maybe it's Maggie. Maybe it's Georgie. Maybe it's something totally different for the show. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below, and thank you guys for watching. And for those interested in my Zombie Apocalypse book series, I got 10 books available now. The link to all 10 books to our Amazon storefront is in the description below, and I hope you join the fight by picking up your copy today. And tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys. Honestly, thank you.